Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. Well, it's a nice cold day here in February. Apparently it's snowing, though it's not really supposed to snow, but we've been over that before. For those of you who are new to the channel, I turned snowing off because I assumed, hey, we're in Asia, it's probably going to be tropical, so instead of snow, I just rather have more rain and maybe a little bit of hail. Figuring that, hey, if I turn the snow off, it'll just downgrade to rain. But apparently it still snows, it just won't put any of the snow on the floor, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the contracts real quick, and that way I can set up a worker on something. We have some sewing, some rock removal, some dead wood, and some wood transport. So the sewing can definitely work on a worker. I'm going to borrow these items. And let's head up over there and set it up. Ooh, looks like my truck, but it looks brand new. Not truck, tractor. It's not a very big container, 330 liters. I hope I don't have to keep coming back and forth. Alright, let's check out the contract, see what we're supposed to plant there. We are supposed to plant cotton in field 29, which is right next to us. So let's change that to cotton. And let's put it up. Let's have it drive itself over there. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people complain about the workers, that they're, not as good as they would have liked, but the workers have really been updated pretty severely compared to the original state they were in. Before, to get this kind of, ability to have them dry themselves and do their own projects, you need to download mods, so I think it's a good step up from where they were. There is some wood up there that we could possibly bring down to the sawmill. Let's check the sawmill and see how it's doing. It's at 11,500 liters. I'll let it go a little bit lower, maybe by tonight or the next day, or the next month, I guess, since it goes month by month. We'll drag another tree down so it doesn't stay in there for too long. Water is good. They got filled up last episode, so we're good there. Alright, what I am going to do now is I'm going to actually head back to the store, but I'm going to go ahead and bring my old spreader down and replace it with a new one and bring that up. Apparently driving in reverse is the slowest thing ever with this tractor. Empty that out and let's take off. So we're currently at $24,000 this morning. I want to buy a trailer to assist with the pallets because it seems like I'm pretty close to tipping over every time I go to sell pallets. So I'd like to make that a little bit easier with an additional trailer onto it. I found a trailer that I like, but we'll grab that a little bit later before we start doing pallets. Right now I want to get the spreader, and then I want to go ahead, come back and lime the fields in preparation for planting. I'll have one less thing to do on my checklist. I'm hoping to make enough money today to buy a small grain mill, place that down, and start refining that sorghum into flour, and then that'll prep us for down the road once I've planted the oats, I believe it is. There's my new spreader. Let's go ahead and sell this one real quick. We are going to get... Oh wow, we're gonna get $1,700 back, or $1,752 back. That's awesome. For some reason, I thought it was worth a lot less than that. I really would love some new tractors, but we just don't have the money for it right now, so I think I'm gonna have to just kind of buckle down and continue using this one. And then I have to decide whether it's worth it to want to spend the $25,000 to upgrade its engine, or just kind of deal with it as it is and hope a tractor goes on sale that we could, kind of upgrade to. But we have a lot of things that money needs to go into at the moment, so I don't know how long that's going to be. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think it's next month we can plant our fields, and then it'll be another 3-4 months before we can harvest them. So I think I have a lot of leeway into, when I need to upgrade this tractor. So maybe we'll just deal with it for a little bit longer. I just realized, guess who left the store and forgot to buy lime? So I'm going to go ahead and jump cut so you don't have to see me drive back there and buy the lime. You'll see me when we get back to the farm with the full thing of lime. I'll see you when I get back. Here we are back at the farm. Gonna go ahead and start spreading lime on our back field here. I'm not sure if I have to spread fertilizer on all of it or just newly plowed one, but we'll figure that out after we're done with the lime. That is actually really cool. It looks like it fixed itself. I don't know if you remember the episode where I was extending the field. The AI GPS lines were pretty messed up. Now it's looking a lot better. And I think that is pretty cool. It looks like we got to start down here with it. Well, I want to say it's pretty cool, but it looks like it didn't read the spreader on the back of my trailer properly. So it's set up for 15, I think it was, and I think mine is 42. So I'm gonna go ahead, set this up, and then I'll hop onto a time lapse as we get all this done. This should be pretty quick, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Or actually, I'll do the other field as well, so I'll see you at the end of the time lapse. At the store real quick. I wanted to try something out. I needed this trailer anyway for the pallets, but one of the reasons I got this spreader was because the hitch here on the back. What I was wondering was if I could actually place bags here and then keep it here as I'm spreading lime and just refill as we go. So I don't want to drive my tractor all the way down here for this real quick, so I'm going to use super strength to just load these up and see if that works or not. And if it works, that's awesome. It's an easy way of, I guess, extending the capacity. If it doesn't work, oh well, not a big deal. At least I'll have all this lime on my farm, so it's quicker to go back and reload. I will be back. I'm gonna hop back onto the time lapse now. I just want to give you guys a heads up of what I wanted to try and see if it works or not. welcome back from the time lapse. As you saw, I ran into some technical difficulties trying to figure out how to refill while the lime was still on the trailer, but once I figured out that I just needed to open the cover, then it was all doable. The only problem I really have is my tractor isn't really strong enough to be pulling up a trailer and lime while going uphill. I don't know if you can see it in the time lapse or not, but there was a couple times I was stuck at 3 miles an hour. I'm trying to decide if I should just go get one more bag, and at least, yeah, I should. It's gonna drive me nuts if I leave it semi-done. So I'm going to jump cut, so that way you don't have to see me go to the store, buy more lime, come back and finish this, and you'll see me when I get back to the farm after this field is done. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. I went ahead, I finished the lime. I've grabbed another contract while that was going on. So I got 2 fields sowing at the moment, so that's going to bring in some nice amount of income. I'm going to go ahead and load up these lettuce and mushroom pallets, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop them off. I'm not going to do the sawmill today. It's a little far away time-wise from being able to make some more pallets. Let's see where it's at. So the wood beams, that's kind of close. Long planks are quite a ways away now as well. So what I'll do is I'll just drop them off next episode, and I'll do the mushrooms and lettuce right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on a time lapse, so you don't have to see me struggle to load these all on. And then once I'm done loading them on, I'm gonna go ahead and drive them up to the restaurant, which I don't think we've been to so far. So we're gonna go up into the mountains. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it that way. We're going to take a quick break from the time lapse because, well, I'm sure you just saw that pallet of lettuce. So the pallet forks from my tractor got stuck in the concrete, and as I was trying to free it, it launched that pallet of lettuce. I have no idea where. I'm genuinely lost. So while I look for it, I'm gonna go ahead and jump cut, and I'll come back to, you know, we'll come back to where I am after I found it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, here I am back. I was not able to find it, so I just spawned in another one to make up for the one that was gone. I don't know if it disappeared, fell through the map, blew all the way to the other side of the map. I have no idea. When it comes time to edit this, I want to see which direction it flew off into and see if I can track it down. I think that'd be curious. All right, I'm going to hop back into our time lapse as I finish loading up these pallets, and I'll see you when we get to the restaurant. Here we are in the village. That was probably the most aggressive driving I've ever seen by that van there. While we're here and heading up to the restaurant, I want to swing by and grab our 2 collectibles for the day. The first one is over here in this terraced rice paddies, if I can get up there. I figured I'd be able to run through that, but I guess it was a tree and not a bush. It took me a while to find these because there's so many houses on so many levels here. So this is that first rice paddies. I looked here originally because I was fascinated with like, oh wow, this is like that old school terraced rice paddies where they just got to, they just kind of made them. And then I was like, well, how'd they harvest them? And I figured, they probably harvest them by hand. So as I was looking around everywhere, I found that collectible. And there's one more up at the restaurant, so we'll just go ahead and drive there, drop these off, and then grab that last one as well. I think this truck is going to struggle up these hills, which is fine. I don't really plan to drive up through here too often. What I did find interesting is this time I thought I wasn't really stacking too many pallets on this truck because it's just the lettuce and the mushrooms and there's no wood pallets. It's a ton of wind chimes. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so it's not quite so loud. But now I can't see. There we go. But even with just these lettuce pallets and the mushroom pallets on, so we're talking, what is that, 11 of them? The truck is still wobbling and pretty difficult to control. There's a couple times where I was genuinely worried about tipping over. Alright, let's drop these off real quick and then we'll grab the other collectible. So the drop off is right here. Let's see what we make today. 32,000, that's not bad. Alright, so this is the restaurant right here. And this house straight below it is where the next collectible is. Awesome. Wind chimes are pretty loud. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the farm. And I think instead of a time lapse, actually let's just do a time lapse. I haven't driven this way before, so it'd be kind of cool for everybody to see what it's like as I either fly off the cliff, car first, or I can't turn properly. So I'll see you guys when we get back to the farm. Made it back all in one piece. I did not crash. Pretty excited about that. We finished one contracting job and it looks like we have one more that's almost done. Let me actually park this back down by the house. Kind of a good place to keep it. Looks good parked to the combine. The other contract is just finished, that's great. And let's go ahead and turn those in. Very nice. The first one's worth $25,000. Second one is worth $12,500. That was surprisingly really good. I did want to do a rock breaking one because I thought that was going to be kind of cool. So I started it and I started to drive over there to kind of prep it. And I want to say 10 seconds after I got into the little skid steer and driving, the contract canceled. It ran out of time and I lost $400 since I had to borrow the equipment. I was like, sweet, that was cool. Next time, I guess I'll have to pay attention. So we grabbed our two collectibles. There's no real contracts for us to run. I think the next thing I should do is actually two things since we made a little bit of money today. I found something that would, I think, look pretty good, placed underneath these light poles where they're kind of up a little bit higher because I flattened everything. So they're decorations. Let me see if I can find them real quick. They were like little planters. Was it these ones? That'll work. Cost me $100 each, but it looks a little bit cooler. Oh, interesting. This one may not let me do it because it's too close to the road, it looks like. So let's see if I can find something. Oh, I think it was this one that was a little bit higher. Yeah. So let's sell that. Awesome, I get back my full value. Maybe just because I placed it down. Yeah, that looks better. I kind of like the way the rock one looks. It looks just a little more rustic, but unfortunately it's not high enough. Well, this one is a tad bit higher. Let's see if I can move that. That looks a little bit better. So it seems that Move Anything mod will allow me to move things after it's been placed, and even though it that looks way better. Even though it won't allow me to move, or even though it won't allow me to place anything on the land I don't own, maybe it allows me to move it on there afterwards. This one's still just a little bit higher. Maybe this weird... Do we have any decorations that are just rocks? No, unfortunately not. So maybe this little bowl can kind of hide it. Yeah, looks a little better. I mean, it's weird, but it's better than it floating in the air. While I'm here, I also, whoa, that was a little quick, sorry about that. That shot up everywhere. I want to place down a production. I want to work on the grain mill, so this is one of them. Where's the other one? So I downloaded a mod that lets me make grain or flour from soybeans, corn, and peas. So I'm going to go ahead and place that one down. So that way I have a little more flour I can make. I'll drop this right here. Kind of out of the way. That's not bad. That way I can quickly drop grain into it as well, since it's right next to my silo. We made a lot more money today than I was expecting. Even though we didn't sell our wood pallets, we made it because of the contracts were really nice. All of a sudden they came out and they were some good money, so it was hard not to want to do that. This sawmill right here is the one I'm going for. We obviously don't have anywhere to put it or enough money. I'm not going to drop it down into my my yard here. I think what I want to do is I'm going to put it down here after I buy this plot of land. So that way I can pull all these trees from around it and drag it down into it there. But that's a ways away, but we have a decent chunk of money, so that will help right away. Let's check the sales page, see if there's any good sales in. This is grape and olive farming, which sounds kind of cool to do at some point, but not right now. So that's a tracker that really won't help me at all. So I think there's really nothing here that we need. The only other thing I'd like to buy for the farm is, a roller. And I was kind of looking at this little tiny roller, which is working with the 5.2 meters. But then I was thinking, you know, the plot of land I've been buying is starting to get bigger. So this is going to be such a tiny work with. Maybe it'd be better if I saved up and I got this 12.3 one. And then that will do pretty well. This one here is, what, 27, so that's huge, but we're a ways away from having land that's big enough to really need that. This one's 6 meters, so, you know, huge jump in price for just a little bit of an increase to work with. So I think this is what we'll shoot for, but I'm not sure if we need it yet. We can kind of wait and either do it next episode or the episode after we've planted. So I don't think there's any other purchases that we need unless some amazing deal pops onto the sale page. There's a ton of stuff we need, but it's not an emergency right now. I think I would just rather save. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Let's take a quick look at our finances and see how we did for the day. So we got a new vehicle, that trailer that I just bought, which I'm genuinely pleased about. I think that was an amazing purchase. The fact that I can throw lime up there, drag it around behind my trailer, and reload as I'm, you know, spreading lime or fertilizer. I think that's just going to be awesome. Plus, it can pull double duty and grab some more pallets and help me pull some more pallets. And the reason I wanted that particular trailer is because of the hitch on the back of the trailer as well. Let me actually go over there and show you. So I can hook up more than one trailer and kind of, run 2 or 3 of them in tandem. So that way I don't have to worry about tipping over my truck as we get more and more pallets. I guess all I have to worry about is getting stuck on turns. Alright, so we sold vehicles, got $1,752 back. That was that tiny little fertilizer spreader. We just bought that grain mill, which reminds me I should actually, let me see, grain mill, we should have, oh, it's got the sorghum in it. Is that because I placed it so close to the silo? I mean, look at that. Even the capacity is built on the silo. And this has huge capacity. Maybe because it's a mod. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So 15 liters of sorghum will make 13 liters of flour. And to me, that sounds like it's awesome. So let's activate it. We'll crank through whatever is left in that. 186,000. What the hell? That must be a bug. There should just be 6. We'll see. If that freaks out and it's trying to give me 186,000 liters of sorghum, I'll have to move the grain mill farther away so it doesn't bug out like that. Let's check the actual what we have in. No, here it only shows that we have 6,628 liters in storage. Is it actually using it? No, it is. Look, we have 3 liters of flour already, so it is producing. Cool. Though I don't know what's up with that huge inflated number of what we've actually incoming materials. But we'll deal with that as we go. All right, back to the finance page. We sold. Oh, that's because I bought those 2 little planters to put under the lights, but they didn't fit, so we got our money back. Property maintenance is only $13 for today. That's weird. It should be much higher. I don't understand why it fluctuates so much. I would think it'd be the same. So far, only $87 in production costs, but that's because the entire day isn't through. January is a tad bit higher than December, so that's good because I know we're producing more. So we should probably be around the 156, more now because we just got that grain mill. So that'll be slowly progressing. But again, the higher it goes, the more we produce, the more stuff we have to sell. So it is all sorts of win. We only made $34,341 because we didn't sell any of the wood pallets today. I could have spent up time, let them drop, but I figured we'll sell them next time. We'll just have a bigger load there. Ideally, I'd love to get to the point where I don't want to sell the pallets every month. I prefer to sell them on the months where they make the most money so we can really maximize our profits. But until we start generating enough that we can do that, I still need a ton of cash to buy the stuff we need in the land to expand. So we'll be selling them every month for now, but I'd love to get past that. We made $43,000 and $43,710 today contract income. The fact that we could actually plant some cotton this month was fantastic. That gave us some revenue, whereas January and December, well, January for sure, there really wasn't much to do. We spent $1,145 on AI workers for their wages, and miscellaneous income is only $15,950. Did I not get $10,000 for each of the farm balls or the collectibles? That's interesting. I wonder if the money's going to start dropping once I go past a certain point. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I mean, we still made some money, which is great, but I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've been kind of relying on that to help pad our income. But that's fine. We're getting further and further, into collecting all of them, and hopefully we'll get that bonus once we collect all of them. We shall find out. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please hit the like and hit the subscribe if you aren't subscribed. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.